Alright, welcome to our volume level 2 video, and in this video we're going to discuss how can you find the volume of a rectangular prism or a triangular prism. Now, in example 1 it's asking us to find the volume of the rectangular prism below. Now we know from other videos that a rectangular prism is special in that it doesn't matter which side we choose to be the base. So my personal preference is when I think of the base, I always think of the bottom of the shape. And so let's go ahead and I'm just going to shade the bottom of the shape right here. Okay, so there's my base. Now I know that the volume is equal to the capital B times H, where we know that the capital B is a stand-in for the area of the base. Okay, capital B stands for the area of the base. So there's always going to be really two parts to this problem. One, we have to find out what B is, which is the area of our base. And in this case, our base is a rectangle. So I'm going to write area of a rectangle is equal to, and you can check on your formula sheet. We know that this is going to be the base times the height, or the length times the width. Either one is fine. So in this case, we know we have a base of 5. We know that we have a height of 7, and so we know that the area of our rectangle, well, that's going to go ahead and equal 5 times 7, which is 35. And let's write down the unit. That would be 35 centimeters squared. Now, once we know this, we can actually find our volume. So we'll say this. We'll say capital V, our volume, is equal to, well, we know that our capital B, the area of the base, was 35. So I have 35 times, and when we're talking about the height, well, the height's going to be this one number that really has nothing to do to the base. Or basically we're saying how tall is our shape, and in this case it's going to be 3. Okay, so we know our volume is going to be 35 times 3, and let's see, 3 times 30 is 90, 3 times 5 is 15, and we know that 90 plus 15 is 105. And in this case, it would be centimeters cubed. And guys, that's a very important distinction. We have to remember that in volume, our answer will always be in cubic. Our label will be in cubic dimensions. All right. Go ahead, pause the video if you need to finish these notes, but I'm going to go ahead and clear this off and go to our next example. Okay, so let's see. Let's switch back to this little teal. And we know for example 2, I'm just going to kind of abbreviate shorthand, and I just want to say find V, and V is going to be our volume. Now, let me go ahead and draw a triangle right here. I'm going to draw some things. I'm going to draw a dotted line going straight down, and I'm going to write 3 inches. So we're saying that dotted line, the height of the triangle is 3 inches. Right here, I'm going to write in 5, yeah, and I'm writing in 5 right there. We know it's an isosceles triangle. And down here at the bottom, let me go ahead and write in a 4. Now to finish this 3D shape, I'll use dotted lines for those triangles. Oh, that's kind of sloppy. Let me try that again. Okay, a little bit better. And we know our shape is going to look something like that. Oh yeah, we can draw a straight line there. Okay, so let me switch to a red so we understand what's going on. What's the difference? Well, it's a 3-dimensional solid. Oh, and by the way, let's give it a base, or I'm sorry, let's give it a height of 7. Let's put all these in. Oh yeah, everything's going to be in inches, inches, and inches. Okay, so we have this 3-dimensional solid, and step 1, well, we always want to shade the base. Now the base is not the bottom of this, it's always going to be the shape that we see twice, and because we see 2 triangles, we know that we want to shade in one of these triangles. Alright, so I'll shade in my triangle over here so I can see all my numbers very nicely and neatly. And we know our formula for volume is equal to the capital B times H, or the area of our base. Now in this case, the area of our base is going to be the area of a triangle, and that's the formula 1/2 times the base times the height. And let's fill in all the things that we know. So we know that the area of our triangle will equal 1/2 times Turns out our base is 4, and our height, that's an easy number, is going to be 3. Now let's see, what does this work out to? Well, we can say we have 1/2 times, and 4 times 3 is going to give us 12. And then we know that the area of our triangle, or aka our base, will be 1/2 times 12. And remember, multiplying by 1/2 is really the same as dividing by 2, and that will give us 6 inches squared. Now, if you'll recall, a volume problem really has 2 components. Component number 1, we find the area of the base. We did. So I can say the volume is equal to 6 times. And now we have to figure out what is the height of this shape. Well, like I said in my last video, or in the last example, the height will always be this number that has nothing to do with the base. And we can see it's that edge, and it's going to be 7. So in this particular example, I'd say our volume is 6 times 7, which would give us 42, and in this case, 42 inches cubed. All right. Well, I hope this helped. Good luck with your problems. If you need any help, refer back to this video, and good luck.